Welcome back to the Final Fantasy XII playthrough, and today we're at the final stretch of our mission. Here we're going to race off to the king, taking on Archadia's deep dark secrets, fighting their most ferocious monsters, their most deadly machines, the best of the Archadian Empire. All for the safety and protection of our good king, and
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king.
we're pretty much going to have to take on a few soldiers,
I'll
aren't
handle
we?
these.
Well, at least I have a badass, like, boss it. Wait, where are you going? So yeah, a bit of an anticlimactic final fight. All we get is 3 soldiers and no allies. I mean, wouldn't it be better if we'd had to take on that gigantic flying fortress first, you know? Get like some kind of awesome sword or some kick-ass spell, but no, 3 soldiers, whoop-de-doo. And this fight isn't even all that hard, just as long as you remember to heal. I mean, actually, you probably don't even need to heal. Look, we barely even lost any health. You probably noticed by now that I seem to be building up some kind of chain. I'll get to that later on when it actually becomes relevant and useful. But for now, we go back to that final stretch I was telling you about. You know, the one about taking on Archadia's deep dark secret, their most ferocious monsters, and blah 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 blah. It's just past this doorway. Alright, here we go. Reks! I don't know what his last name is. Do, 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 do. She. Oh, this is just unfortunate. Well, I mean, even if all these soldiers are gone, I mean, it's not like anything bad happened, like the king dying or anything like that. I mean, no matter how many soldiers are killed, as long as the king is okay, I'm sure Dalmasca will still live long and prosper. I mean, oh. Well.
Your Majesty.
Surprise! So yeah, Bosch killed the king. What a twist.
Why? Our king, what have you done?
Sure, you're probably thinking, what happened to Vossler then?
To sell Dalmasca to the Empire.
Just ignore that little tidbit for
Majesty was a
now. I'll
traitor.
bring it up later on.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent. Hello. Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
Why am I getting flashbacks to Star
We'll
Wars
never
Episode
surrender to
4?
you.
You know, the part where Darth
We are
Vader
not
is
cattle to be sold by a traitor
talking to
king.
Leia about how she's a traitor with the Rebel Alliance, blah 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 blah.
My dear Captain, you have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now.
See, property of the Empire. I can't help but
We
think
intended
Star
to
Wars
let
with
you
that.
keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
See what I mean? Star Wars. Well. Game over, yeah!
Vaughn.
What the hell's a Vaughn?
Pretenses of peace.
Oh,
left by
more
the wayside.
dramatic history of a
The
country I don't
Archadian
care about.
forces resumed their advance toward
Yay!
Ravenasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided.
Blah blah blah, yes,
To
we
make
get
resistance
it, we
would serve no
failed,
end.
King's dead, Dalmasca
this
now belongs
foremost
to
in
the
my thoughts.
Empire. Can we just skip all
Aye.
this?
To the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca.
Sons and daughters, even though we got our asses handed to us in this war, I want you to not be angry at the Empire that basically takes everything you have.
Ever merciful,
A
a man devoted wholly
what's
to
wrong with that
peace.
statement?
Prayer too for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's
Yeah, wrought with
defeat,
grief, died
has
off
taken
screen.
her
Yeah, I
life.
totally believe that.
Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination
And
of
Bosch
His
also
Royal
died off
Majesty
screen.
King
Yeah,
Ramenas,
even though both
has been
characters are
found
not only on the
guilty of
front
high
cover, but
treason
also in the instruction
and
booklet,
put
I
to his
totally
death.
do not think that they are in fact
They
dead
who at this late
and will
hour
never
choose
be
still the
in our
sword
party
are
whatsoever.
cut of the same cloth as the captain.
Wait, what?
Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin.
So basically,
Damascus
any resistance
surrender
will be
without
destroyed.
terms.
Blah 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 blah.
Was soon to
Once again,
follow.
Nazi Germany. What were you expecting? Also, Arcadia is a troll, but that's beyond the point. So yeah, things can only look up for Dalmasca from here. I mean, taking over by a country that they really had no relations with whatsoever. Losing their king, their royalty, their best captains. Looks good from here. And we start in a sewer, the best part of any game, right? And here we are introduced to our other main character of the game, Vaughn, and his best friend Kites, who kind of sounds like Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog, a little weird.
Keep an eye out for me up there, Kites.
And Kites is spelled with a Y once again because
more.
poor literacy is cool. Also, Vaughn is spelled with two A's. And there's nothing really special about this fight. It's basically just kill some rats to make sure you understand how combat works. But I think it's also supposed to basically say, hey, there's a mini-map and it'll help you find enemies. Just make sure you use that every once in a while. You probably also notice that when enemies die, they drop not only EXP, but also something with an LP. And no, it's not Let's Play points. I'll get to the whole LP thing later, as well as, once again, the chain thing. It's just there's a lot of stuff I have to go on, and if I cover everything in one part, that's going to make the rest of the game really, really uninteresting. But yeah, all we have to do is kill 3 dire rats in this part, and that's pretty much it. So, does the game feel like moving on?
Wow, Vaughn.
Oh, good.
You got them all yourself?
Yeah, you
Guess I knew who
killed
to call when
3
something
level
big
1
comes
rats!
along.
Go you!
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now.
I'm ready for anything. If I'd go take on a dragon, I'll know that I killed 3
That's enough for
rats.
today.
Aw, yeah.
You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops. Totally forgot.
I mean,
should
I was just so
come, Vaughn.
distracted by the fact that you were killing
busy
rats
today.
in the sewer. I mean,
Might have
how
some
can you
work for
say
you to
no
do,
to
too.
that?
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up
Work
for me,
in
will you?
quotation
If Miguel
marks.
finds out we've
There's
been
no
down here,
innuendo
he'll
in
tan our
that, is
hides.
there? So, yeah, killing rats. Great introduction, Final Fantasy XII. And here we are introduced to the elegant city of Rabanasta. Basically the central hub for all of Dalmasca, and probably one of the biggest cities you'll go to. I mean, look at all these people doing all of these things. I mean, it really shows that the game has a lot of power to it. Being able to register all of these people and models and everything, and it seems we have a little situation with some guards. Oh, so you know what money is, right? You give it to this peddler, otherwise he gets angry about you taking his sensu beans.
Your luck, peddler.
If I didn't know you were human, I'd say a troublemaker like you belongs in Robot House.
What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy!
Oh, uh-oh, it looks like this kid stole my money. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, that was not funny. Oh, we'll get him next time. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go get some tea. I want to thank you for watching, and next time we'll learn a little bit more about Vaughn and exactly who he is. See you later.